Hello, I'm Tom Scanlon, and I'm going to be teaching your class, Math W53 this summer. So as you know, Math W53 is the summer online version of our regular Math 53 class, which is our second year multivariable calculus class. In this class, we're going to be learning exactly the same thing that you would learn if you were to take the class during the school year. That means we're going to start with the one variable calculus as known and move to higher dimension. So we'll study parameterized curves in space. We'll learn a little bit about operations on vectors. We'll study areas of surfaces embedded inside of three-dimensional space, volumes of regions in space, and some really fantastic theorems like those of Stokes and Green's and the divergence theorem, which allow us to compare integration theories in different dimensions. It's a fun and important class, and I hope you're going to enjoy it. Now, this class is an online class, which means that for the most part, you and I are not going to be in the same place. But that doesn't mean that it's not an interactive class. You are going to spend time working on your own by watching the lecture videos that my colleague Michael Hutchings produced, reading the textbook, working through exercises and the homework, more or less at your own schedule. Now, I say more or less because I will suggest that you need to get certain bits of it done over the course of 2 or 3 days. But over those 2 or 3 days, you can choose what time you're going to put into watching the videos or working on the homework or reading the textbook. That's all up to you. But there'll be other parts of the work over the course of even the main part of the class where you will need to come together to work with the other students. So we do have a team of graduate student instructors who will be teaching section, and during that section period, you will be working together, and the work that you do will both help you to understand the material and will be counted towards your grade. There's one other very important point where the work is not going to be online. And I want to make sure that everybody is aware of this before we start and that you prepare to take the exam at the time when we're all going to have to come together. So on Thursday, August 8th, most of us are going to meet together in a large lecture hall on the Berkeley campus and take the final exam together. If it's not possible for you to come to Berkeley, or it's just horribly inconvenient, it is possible for you to arrange to have a proctor, but that needs to be done well in advance. So be sure to read the instructions about how proctors can be chosen and approved, and get that done well in advance of the time that we have to take the final exam. Your final exam is going to count for a fair amount of the grade on this course, and it needs to be done relative to the conditions that we've set. So that is, either you come here to Berkeley and we take the exam together, and that will finally give us a time when you and I can speak person to person, or you're going to have to arrange to have a proctor and have that proctor approved ahead of time following the rules. And if you wait too long, then it's not going to work. Right? So it's really important that you are aware of that part of the class which is not online. All right then. So until the summer, I hope that everything goes well for you. And come June, you and I will be talking to each other, whether it be through the office hours that I'll be holding, or in the discussion fora, or possibly even here in this office if you're in Berkeley and I'm in Berkeley at the same time. And once we do, we're going to be learning calculus together, and by the end of it, you'll have achieved the same level of understanding that you would have achieved had you been sitting through a class which goes for 14 weeks here during the academic year.